What's up, everybody? Today in Heroes of the Storm, we're going to be playing some Diablo, and we're locked on him for some reason. We're going to do camera lock. Right, there we go. Perfect. Everything's working fine now. This is one of my ranked games. I have a couple thoughts about Quick Match that I need to get out of the way eventually, but feel free to like, comment, subscribe, tell me all about how you're feeling today or this video or whatever you want. I mean, it's YouTube. Live your life. But the team comps are going to be Gul'dan, Vala, Rhaegar, Medivh, and Diablo versus D.Va, Li-Ming, Malfurion, Anubarak, and Greymane. So, Diablo hasn't changed much from the last, hasn't changed at all from the last video that we did for him, and with that being said, you're going to see me playing auto attack for this character with Life Leech. I think that it's still the strongest build. I do think that there's some variation though. Now that I've played it a little bit more and seen other people play it a bit more, I think that we're probably okay to take different talents at 13 and 16. Anyway. Gotta move that bad boy way over here so we don't have to see all the pings and other random shit coming out. Down goes the Li-Ming standing right next to the wall. Nothing she could do about that stun. So Diablo, as far as the build goes, it hasn't changed since his buff, right? It's still going to be Feast on Fear, it's going to be Life Leech, it's going to be Diabolical Momentum, Apocalypse at 10. 13 and 16, though, I think are your opportunity tiers. So, at level 13, it used to be, I mean, in this video specifically, and a lot of the builds in a lot of people's minds, Cruelty is going to be #1 pickup, especially if you're building Life Leech, because you can just scratch people at 100% attack speed. You get a lot of health steal, you get a lot of percent damage, you get a lot of shit going on. It's really good, right? But it is an overtime deal, so you have to be able to get those auto attacks, and even with 100% attack speed, you're still only getting maybe 2 auto attacks per second. So instead of getting those 2 auto attacks per second and waiting all that time for that auto attack damage to go down, man, Anubarak did not know what hit him there. I think Devastating Charge is going to be super useful. Now, when I say this, obviously, I'm kind of theorizing, because this build, I'm still going to take Cruelty, and I'm still going to take Overpowering Nightmare, but Devastating Charge gives you that burst damage from landing the Q-stun, and it is going to give you that armor reduction as well, which is going to make things even easier for you to get damage-wise out of your autos and your Q, your follow-up Q and your follow-up E damage. Because when we take Domination, resetting those cooldowns and using the Diabolical Momentum to reset those cooldowns too is going to be working really good to just keep that damage going, the burst damage going specifically. So if you manage to get a character like Li-Ming or Vala or probably even Greymane to some extent up against a wall, and then you can flip them back into that wall all while these cooldowns are going down, and while you are re-prepping things, you're basically giving yourself the burst damage that you don't normally have with this build. Get off the point. Okay. I could have stunned him into that corner there. I'm not sure why I didn't, but I guess we'll take the Malf as the consolation prize, so that's just fine. Gul'dan is going full suck build. Rhaegar is going full lightning shield, it looks like. I don't give a shit about your bomb, D.Va. Goodbye. This is not updated patch. This is not new D.Va. There will be no new Gazlo just yet. We're still waiting for that to happen. These are all recorded the week prior to, so my apologies. They're coming. I'm going to have fun with those characters, just not yet. But anyway, back to Diablo. So, yeah, 13 and 16. I mean, as much as the character is a focal point for this video, those two talent tiers, I am going to play around with a little bit more. Diablo right now is my highest level tank, and he is the main one that I have success with in ranked play. So, as a diamond player, he's the only tank that I can consistently rely on when my teammates do not do their jobs perfectly. And Diablo does a lot of damage, he does a lot of surviving, and he does just a lot. Just period as a tank. I think he's gotten a bad rap up before he was buffed, but I think he's very much in the realm of this kind of hyper utility survivable tank that's just going to it would have been good. That's really hard to play against, but really easy to play with. So he's very clear about all of his engages. He's super easy to just hit one button and line something up for yourself or your team, and then make the enemy team just flee in fear, unless they're ahead on levels or they have some sort of way to counteract Diablo. But a lot of those counters are kind of tough to play, I'm gonna be honest with you. You get a Tychus or you get a Malthael on the other team, those characters, they're gonna have to get into sticky situations to get damage on Diablo, unless Diablo goes in completely by himself with no backup. So if you're a good Diablo player, you know when not to do that. Ooh, they're just getting absolutely shredded here. We've got a fort with the first protector. Oh no, Medivh. Well, he's got a stack, so it's fine. But you're not typically seeing the first fort down with the protector, especially in Storm League. So that's good, all in all, for us. You're usually going to use this protector to kill the fountain up in the top lane, so that the enemy team cannot use the fountain during the objective fight. But you know, getting a full building is fine too. That's passive XP for us. It's catapults every third wave. Everything's happening good. Oh no. Okay. Well, good fear from Gul'dan. I don't think I'm at all worried about this cocoon. What a cleanse from the Rhaegar. Damn, just really good stuff. Get out of bomb range there. I'm trying to look for someone that I can maybe flip over the wall at the moment, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Oh! Man. Malf just walked directly into the danger zone, and I let him go. Because I am a merciful demon. I just wanted the Li Ming instead, you know? There we go. Medivh got her. That's how we do it. That is the combo for Diablo BTW. If you're not aware, you press the R button first, you press the Q button on the target that you want, and you're going to flip them back into the apocalypse. That's the only way to do it. You can try to land big apocalypse combos just kind of on their own, but they're very, very difficult to hit. You're going to need some huge setup like a Void Prison or a very well-timed Leyline Seal, but you don't need that if you just want to stun one person, single one person out, and then explode them into the stratosphere. It's such a good combo. The day that I figured that out was the day that I truly started living in the realm of Diablo, the tank. He's just so good. And that, if you can't do that specific, I don't know why I didn't go through the portal, because I clicked it. But what do I know? Yeah, once you get the combo down, and you get the range and everything on your Q, oh boy, Medivh. Wow. He got the lane line before he got cocooned, which is absolutely fantastic for our team. While I'm really low on mana, I can only stand up in the front so much, but Medivh's coming up here with me with his shields. Fantastic stuff. Are we going to be able to get Li Ming? Going through the portal. Yeah, Rhaegar got it. Stole it from Medivh. Way to go, Rhaegar. I'm glad he gets the kill too. I like that guy. Honestly, my team is incredibly good. I don't typically have good teams. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know why. It's just kind of Like, nobody knows when to do camps, nobody knows how to rotate, nobody knows when the objective is important and when to let it go, and talent tier advantages, stuff like that. But this team is really aggressive. They like to play with me. Well, they actually like to play on their own, honestly, but here we are. But I play aggressive really hard too, so having a team that's willing to go in with me, Big Demon Dinosaur Man, is really fantastic. Not to mention the fact that it's a Gul'dan and a Vala, who aren't typically characters that just want to run forward. That's really impressive on those players specifically, because if they're keeping up with me as I'm going in, then we're going to get kills, because I'm setting them up stupid easy, and my team is just cleaning them up because that's what they're supposed to do. We're going to fight over the bottom camp here. I don't know if we're going to be able to get there in time to get the turret. Well, just going to keep slapping. I'm getting health back with our level 1 talent while trying to auto-attack Greymane to death. We did it. He is dead. I could rip my Apocalypse at some point there. We're just going to do it. Nice. We caught the tail end of a Nuvarak as he was trying to run away. We didn't pick up the... I didn't pick up the turret. I didn't pick up the turret, and Diva just stole it and walked away. I am so bad. I am the worst player of all time. And apparently Vala was not there for any of that, so it's not bad. She did put down the turret, but we're gonna take her life as we do. That's good trade. I'm okay with that. You got the turret. I took your character out. It's only 20. Well, they're still so underleveled that their death timers are fairly short. We're on a 3-level lead here, so when we die, our death timers are going to be much bigger. I think probably in the 40-second range, and the enemy teams are still within like the 25-ish, I think. But we do have the objective. Obviously, we're just going to siege up on the keep. If we can get the keep itself, that is great. I want to leave the gunner seat open for the robot, because if I need to get into the robot and use it like a bunker, I'm going to want to do that. I just want to have it there for someone who needs it. Got it. We need to leave him in the cocoon. No. Bummer. He got hit by it. Obviously, he didn't die, but if Rhaegar stays in the cocoon until Diva Bomb goes off, he doesn't take any damage. That's just how it works. Anyway, Vala and Medivh in the robot, trying to get some damage on the building. We've got about 30% of a mana bar right now, so we can only do so much with this. We do probably need to go. That's some roots on the portal. Missing the cursed bullet. I don't want Vala to get caught, so we're going to follow her around as well. Looks like she's got Gloom, which is that spell armor talent, which is going to help her significantly with Leeming. I don't know why you're burrowing in here, buddy. That's just not correct. If you learned anything from this video, I mean, don't ever fight Diablo on a merc camp point, because he's just going to flip you and dip you and ship you back to your mother's house so you can cry to her about your problems, because we just slap him into the wall. We take all the percentage health, we're healing off of all the autos that we do, we're just... the attack speed is ridiculous. If we had Domination and Devastating Charge instead, they'd die even quicker, because they'd be getting hit by all that burst damage from our abilities instead of our autos. So in this video, specifically in this game, you can see just how good the autos are, but there are going to be times where, oh my god, what a root. What a root. I missed her. Bummer. Just hyper bummer. We gotta keep walking forward. We're gonna keep auto-attacking while we do it, though, so we can get the cooldowns back for our abilities, and it doesn't look like... Okay, Vala's in some trouble, but there's not a keep there, so she's got plenty of room to work with. Vala and Medivh still on the other side of the bomb. We're split up right now, so we don't want to... Okay. The enemy team has to be aware that they can't keep trying to fight us. It's 15-19. We have a 4-level lead. Not only is that talents, but every level is... Oh, is he gonna... He lives. Every level is... He doesn't live. He really doesn't. Son of a bitch. Every level is 4% scaling, so it's 4% health, 4% damage, 4% mana, all that stuff. All your stats go up by 4% per level. So when you are 4 levels up on the enemy team, you have 20% more everything. And when you're fighting into the enemy team from that significant detriment and no talents, there's basically no way to win. So the enemy team, honestly, I don't know why they're not doing it, but they should be soaking extremely hard. And if they're not going to do that, they're just going to lose the game by default. Now we've got our 20 tier. We're still 4 levels up, so we've got 20% more everything still. And the enemy team has to make a decision now. Like, do we just lose the game, or do we try to fight, or do we try to soak? I don't know what's in their mind. Greymane obviously is trying to do his best to get stuff in the top lane, but here we are. We'll hold the point for now just because nobody else seems to want to do it, but at the same time I don't necessarily think it's the most important thing in the universe, because it's still got 100% of the bar to get charged up, and my team can literally kill the enemy team at any point that they want. I'm going to go try to help out. Okay, Vala's dead. Vala died in the middle of everything. Not our favorite. Now we only have a 3-level lead. I grabbed Malfurion. I did not mean to grab Malfurion. No. Okay. I dumped him back into the lane line seal. Everything went wrong that could go wrong there. But we're still very high health. So, oh, Ming buddy, I'm so sorry. Greymane, or Rhaegar's gonna get the kill there. We did end up taking domination at 16, mainly because I really like the repositioning of the talent more than overpowering Nightmare. Though you do get more attack speed out of overpowering Nightmare, and you're just gonna get to fuck with people on a more point-and-click basis than you do with this. So really, I mean, it goes back to the beginning of the video when we're talking about what you're taking at 13 and 16. It's kind of up to you what you want to do as far as burst damage, what targets you need to actually kill, and how you're planning on killing them. I'd say just one scenario specifically. Oh no, no, come back here. Thank you. Oof. Thank you for slowing down just a little bit. He's gonna live, right? I would feel really bad if he died, because I fucked up that combo. But anyway. What was I saying? Oh right, the scenario that you, or one scenario that you can make a case for is when you're picking overpowering Nightmare. If there's a Sonya on the other team and she's spinning all the time, obviously she's getting shitloads of health back. But if you flip her, she's not spinning anymore. So getting 3 flips on her, obviously, it's going to be really good for stopping the aggression of a Sonya player. Now, let's take this game specifically. Had I taken Devastating Charge, hitting Ming into a wall with our combo would have basically just killed her. Just flat out, because we would have gotten 2 Qs into her, we would have gotten all the auto attack damage that we were doing, plus the Apocalypse stun. So, did the Ming build Glass Cannon? No, the Mirror Ball, which is intelligent on their part, even if the way that this team was playing is not 5 to 26. Again, this is a Diamond ranked game, so I know that was a bit of a stomp, but they do still happen. They do still happen, even in draft modes. Anyway, the build, in case you need it: Feast on Fear, Life Leech, Diabolical Momentum, Apocalypse, Cruelty, Domination, and Hellgate. 13 and 16, like I said, make the decision based on what you need in the game. Obviously, your choices are burst damage or sustained auto attack damage. So 13 and 16 are your offensive beat 'em up tiers, and that's how you're going to get your damage with this character. Everything prior to that is more utility and getting yourself souls and health. I don't think we even died this game, did we? No, 8 and 0. Only person on our team not to die while still tanking a shitload, and had the most self-healing. This is all auto attacks, BTW. You're going to do this much healing because of the attack speed and auto attacking. So Diablo is fucking OP right now. Pick him, learn him, have fun with him. He's fantastic. He's always been a solid tank, but right now he's just like one of the best, if not the best, I think. So, yeah, that's it for today. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to try to do some more of the kind of fun things this week, mainly because it's mostly leading up to next week where we'll be playing a lot of Gazlowe and Diva. I am also going to try to start moving away from Quick Match as much as I can because the games have been absolute trash. Just the most unholy garbage that I've ever seen in my life. But that may be a conversation for another day. At least for now, thanks so much for watching. I will be back tomorrow, and I'll see you then.